I love a good bargain. Whether it's cheap clothes, dairy products that are about to go off so they're heavily discounted, or games on sale. Oh, how fun it is to browse the PlayStation Store and see all the things that are 70, 80, or in this case, 90% off. Which is twice as good as 80% off. You know, mathematically, it's double the discount. Blast Em Bunnies was 90% off, making it 75 cents. Now, as a game I'd never heard of, $7.50 is way too much to ask for. But at 75 cents, I don't care what it is. I'm jumping in. I have to find out, what is this 75-cent game? And why is it called Blast Em Bunnies? I think I know now. Released in March 2016 and developed by Nnooo. Yes, no, not yes, no, just no. Blast Em Bunnies is a first-person turret defense. It's not a first-person shooter, not even a rail shooter, because there's no movement. It's a turret defense game. You sit in a turret and defend a position. Turret defense. And being that it is of the classic survival variety, your objective is to blast these bunnies for as long as you possibly can until your inevitable death at the hands of said bunnies. And you defend yourself with a variety of vegetable-based weapons. You've seen already the carrot rifle, now here's the bean laser. Bean laser. Now, I get that a rifle could shoot carrots, but how does a bean laser... Oh, it's a laser bean. That would have been a good pun, but no, they couldn't do that because there's also a corn laser and a cucumber laser and a leek laser. And much like there's a carrot rifle, there's also a parsnip rifle and a sweet potato rifle. So there's 4 types of weapons and 4 types of ammunition for each. There are 8 types of enemy bunnies, all your usual enemy archetypes, fast ones, slow ones, ones that kill you with martial arts, ones that bomb you, and then, yeah, that one there, the throat slitter bunny. That's the official name. Here's a picture from the game's website. The throat slitter bunny doesn't attack the player, except psychologically, by giving them a very difficult choice. What are you going to do? Continue to save yourself or prioritize shooting the throat slitter bunny and save the baby? Succeed in saving a baby bunny, you get a big bonus of coins. If you do not, the throat slitter bunny lets out a dry cackle as he slits the baby's throat. And that is how Blast Em Bunnies earned an M for violence from the Australian Classification Board. How very useful and descriptive. That really covers everything from Fortnite to Arkham Knight. Oh, but one of them can be marketed to children because it doesn't have themes in it. So you get missions, and the little bunny says, and then you go do your missions, get coins, and upgrade your turret. So now I have 2 barrels, heat-seeking parsnips. This is already a huge upgrade, because look, I can shoot 2 things at once. They do far more damage, and they never ever miss. Well, they can prioritise the wrong target sometimes, but they'll always hit something. You may notice the overheating system, which I figured out pretty early into the game is not based on your weapon's output, but on the trigger's input. So for the rifle and launcher, if you tap rather than hold, and fire semi-automatically, you'll shoot the same amount of vegetables per second, but you'll never overheat your weapon. Bonza, you say, I can fire my double turnip rifle forever. Well, no, it's a survival game, you're gonna die at some point, and in this case it's probably because you've accidentally hit a weapon pickup, giving you an inferior weapon that you don't want for 20 seconds. And it only takes 20 seconds to be killed using a watermelon rifle that hasn't got triple barrels or cooling. You know, you need to not just upgrade your starting weapon type, but also the other 3 you could get by accident. When you shoot a golden running bunny that looks kind of like a Sonic the Hedgehog, you enter Frenzy Mode, which gives you a taste of fully upgraded weapons and a huge amount of enemies to kill. And until I worked out that I was invincible during this mode, I thought it was seriously intense. Such visceral action, such unbefitting music. Such a consistent frame rate. The game runs at 1080p 60. Wow, wish I could show you, but you know, share button. When I save enough money to buy a new computer to run a new capture card, then I can show you Blast Em Bunnies in 60 FPS. Now it's not as pretty as Pixel Junk Monsters 2 here, but Pixel Junk Monsters 2 doesn't have 3D grass. Instead it just has beautiful, beautiful textures, reflections, bokeh, depth of field. It's just the most beautiful thing in the world. Now, Blast and Bunnies is not beautiful by any stretch, but, you know, it has this grass. What was my point? Grass is pretty. You know what else is pretty? This is a pretty good deal, Blast and Bunnies, on the Vita, cross-buy. Yeah, cross-buy and cross-save. 75 cents. It does also take 75 seconds to load, which is a long time, but a KFC dinner roll costs 95 cents and takes much longer to load, considering travel times, queues, warming. Now, to make that espresso cost me less than 75 cents, but it didn't last me very long. Bless you. Bless me in the past. It's a strange idea. Cross-save is a wonderful thing. It means that if you've been playing on PS4 and want to play on Vita, you don't have to start again because your saves are synchronized on a server somewhere in Singapore or something. So as long as you launch the game once while connected to Wi-Fi, you can synchronize your save, it does so automatically, and then take the progress you've made on the PS4 version with you and continue to blast bunnies anywhere you are bored. Whether it's at someone else's place, a chemist, a park bench, a bus or plane or train, or even a club, coach, hospital, oil rig, prison or school. Really anywhere that Warner Home Video wouldn't like you to watch a DVD, you can still play Blast and Bunnies on the Vita. If you want to. You of course have to deal with the usual sacrifices 3D games make on portable consoles. And that the frame rate's lower, it's 30 FPS or less rather than 60, and, well, there's no three-dimensional grass here, is there? No. Now, sure, Blast and Bunnies does appear to be structured like a mobile game. Okay, it definitely is. It's got the cycling missions, the store with the coins, the option to pay real money for different cosmetic themes or coin multipliers. The 2x coin multiplier is free, so I installed that pretty early on. Took me a while to find out that I also had to equip it in the weapons menu. But there's also 5 and 10 times multipliers that stack, so you could be earning 100 times the coins you shoot. Of course, that's totally unnecessary, because even with just the 2x multiplier, I had enough coins to buy every single weapon upgrade in the game in under 6 hours. And I didn't realise that I had to turn the 2x multiplier on in the weapons menu until pretty far in. So, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that Blast and Bunnies ends. So you can go, well, I've finished it, and I'm happy, and I can move on to something else. It's a complete experience, and you can walk away. You'll be a changed person, but you can walk away. It's not like, I've got to help Austin, the insidious Basil Fawlty ripoff, to renovate his house or garden, or whatever it is he's doing now. And oh, surprise, surprise, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of levels, and they never ever end, because they keep making more levels, because people keep giving them money, because people give them money so they can get to the end faster, but there is no end. You don't have to worry about that in Blast and Bunnies. You have a whole different set of things to worry about. For example, evil bunnies are never explained. Where did they come from? What are they doing? Who called them evil bunnies? Sure, it's easy to justify them as evil bunnies. Some of them slit babies' throats. But what's their objective? Now, if I were a human farmer, I might be shooting bunnies because the bunnies are going to eat my vegetables and I need to sell my vegetables at market to maintain my livelihood. But I'm a bunny shooting vegetables at bunnies here. The vegetables are plentiful and the bunnies drop money. Why do the bunnies drop money? I don't know. All I know is Blast 'em bunnies. I sleep at the turret. I wake up at the turret. I die at the turret, and I wake up at the turret again. Or am I being replaced with another bunny? Is it a time loop or multiple bunnies? Why does shooting a bunny with daikon cause more daikon to rain from the sky? Who's supplying the evil bunnies with turnips? How do bunnies glide with their ears? When's Gran Turismo 7 coming out? Why are the sweet potatoes just purple carrots? Why is the video still going? Why do I feel the urge to air fry some carrots? So tasty. Leave the skin on. I don't think it's bitter. I think it's delicious. Blast 'em bunnies! Right, well, in conclusion, Blast and Bunnies is, it's a game. It was definitely worth the 75 cents I spent. You know, it's got a few hours of stuff to do if you enjoy blasting bunnies. And, yeah, roll credits. I'd like to thank you, Director Nick Watt, Engineering, Stephen Ogden, Additional Engineering. Okay, here we go. Peter Budrzejewski, Yurek Mendez, Nick Watt, Jamie Watt, Albert Suzanne Teo, Jack Gillespie, Well Placed Cactus. Oh, okay. Stephen Ogden, Bruce Thompson, Nick Watt. Additional QA done in Sydney. There you go. Fire engine team. Voldo? Wow, Voldo. Oh, New South Wales government. Right, well, yeah, Sydney. Oh. Fancy that. Thanks for watching. SnakeOfBacon signing out. Soon. Yeah, Blast and Bunnies. You want to join my Discord? We'll talk about Blast and Bunnies.
75 Australian cents?